All right, welcome everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing October 10th and the big official announcement from Social Security as this pertains to retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, and VA beneficiaries, and what this announcement means, as well as all the details you need to know about it, as this is the big official one we've been waiting for a very long time. So we've got a lot of information here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video with those buttons down below. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, do you know someone that may benefit from this information if they are a beneficiary of Social Security benefits? Will you do a huge favor and share this video with them? Again, with the share button down below. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here, and let's talk through it. All right, so in just a matter of days here, October 10th, Thursday, is the day in which we're going to be getting this big official announcement. And again, this has been all over the board. It's been pretty volatile so far this year. The first 5 or so months of the year, it was looking very good. Throughout the summer, not so much, but here we are now, and it may be looking a little bit better than we were anticipated, but again, we still don't know. Now, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you've heard me talk about the 3 important months, July, August, and September, right? But wait, we're in October. What do you mean? All those months are beyond. They're in the past, right? They're all history at this point. You're right. They are in the history, but at the same time, we're still waiting for one official data point to come out, and that's coming out on Thursday, okay? October 10th. Now, this is the date in which not only are we going to be getting that one last data point, or as you probably heard me say before in other videos, puzzle piece number 3. Remember, we need 3 puzzle pieces. We have 2 so far, which are they're okay. They're not great. They could be better, but they're kind of out there, right? But now we need puzzle piece number 3 to complete the picture and to actually put together all the pieces that actually tells us what the annual cost of living adjustment, or COLA, raise is going to be for the following year, okay? Obviously, 2025 is when this goes into effect. So my point is, we have 2 of the pieces. The next puzzle piece, the next announcement, will be released on the 10th of the month, again, in a matter of just days here, and once we get that, we will know officially exactly what the COLA is going to be. No more speculation, no more forecasting, no more guessing, no more, giving our best guesses and stuff like that. And again, I'll be fair. Yep, I've been doing that for the last couple months here. I've been giving you on a month-by-month basis with the most recent data that's been released. I've been telling you, hey, it's looking like this much. It's looking like this much. Over the last couple months here, to be fair, since we've got these last 2 puzzle pieces here, we've been able to narrow it down pretty close to where we're going to come in at, but we still don't know what the official announcement's going to be until the 10th, okay? Then, not only will we be getting the inflation data bright and early, but we'll also be getting the COLA announcement. It comes out practically immediately upon the release of the inflation data. But again, we can also calculate it, but realistically, it's announced like practically at the same time, okay? So this is going to be very good. I mean, this is going to be pretty exciting to say and to see. I say exciting very cautiously because I don't know. It's one of these types of situations where, yeah, it is pretty exciting to see that, yep, we're for sure going to be getting somewhat of a raise to our monthly benefit. But at the end of the day, it's like one of these things that's also very frustrating because you know how the whole thing works, right? The Medicare Part B premium generally takes away the majority of it. For those of you that are receiving SNAP benefits, food stamps, these types of benefits, then yes, those benefits are generally reduced as well because your income has now gone up because of the COLA, so they have to reduce that. And it's usually kind of more of a frustrating thing that it is a whole lot of positive, but at the end of the day, it is still a raise to monthly benefits, and who knows? There is that legislation out there as well, which is supposed to be stopping, or again, they haven't passed it yet, but the COLAs Don't Count Act, remember that one? I've talked about it before in other videos, but that one is still out there as well, and hoping they can do something about this. So this is actually a very interesting time of year. And then again, remember this much as well. As soon as we get this information on the 10th as well, as soon as we get the release of this information, we also get a flood of other information out of Social Security. Basically at the same time on that day, we get a ton of information that is all released basically at the same time out of Social Security. There's going to be a ton of information. So if you're into the Social Security stuff and you want to know how your benefits are going to be impacted over the coming months here and the next couple of years, or what I should say is this following year, make sure to stay tuned because I'm going to break down all of those details. I'm going to have a lot of information for you because they change it all every single year. All of these numbers change every year, and we're going to be getting all those data points and all that information released, okay? But anyway, This is finally it, okay? Now, you might be wondering, but wait, we're in October. I'm kind of confused. Why are we getting this announcement now when you said it was July, August, and September? You're right, it is. So the third quarter of the year is when we see the inflation data, okay? That's the inflation data that they gather to determine what the COLA is going to be for the following year. You're right. We are no longer in the third quarter of the year as of right now, right? Again, October is not the third quarter. It's the fourth quarter of the year. But why are we getting this now? Because the inflation data generally comes out in the middle of the following month for the previous month. Now, the 10th is obviously not in the middle of the month, but it's kind of close, right? It's usually anywhere between about the 10th and about the 15th or so is generally when the inflation data comes out. And that's what it's coming out as this time, okay? So the 10th. So it's not exactly in the middle of the month, but it's relatively close, but it's for the previous month. So it's September's inflation data that we're going to be getting here, okay? So the last of the data points of the last three pieces of this, okay? So that's what I wanted to allude to here. So it's exciting. Not really sure what it's going to come in at this point. I don't think there's any need to sit here and forecast any further. I don't foresee any need to sit here and project anymore. Let's just wait. At this point, let's just wait a couple more days here. We've waited this long. We've calculated the numbers as much as we possibly can. I've given you every possible angle on this thing. I've given you my best guesses, my best forecasts, my best projections. I've given you the best information that I can calculate as of right now as to where it may come in, the range that you've seen me talk about as well. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Not sure. We're not sure what it's going to come in at yet, but again, how do we feel like inflation did in September? Do you feel that prices eased a little bit in September? Do you think that they maybe, I don't know, came down or didn't rise as rapidly in September? Depends on where you're located. There's a lot of different aspects of this. Depends on where you're located around the country. Depends on a variety of factors. What are you buying? All kinds of stuff like this. But I think we all recognize this much. Prices certainly didn't come crashing down. I think we can all probably agree with that, right? Prices definitely did not come crashing down and they have clearance sales all over the stores. I didn't notice that anywhere, right? So therefore, it would probably tell us that inflation is probably still relatively strong and it's probably still just very, very, very slowly coming down, if at all, and maybe even just stabilizing where it's at. We don't really know, right? But anyway, I'll keep you posted on all this information. So again, make sure to stay tuned. Again, I'll bring you the information as soon as it's released, and I'll break it all down for you there, as well as all the other announcements coming out on that day. Stay tuned here. The next couple days here are going to be very, very busy with a lot of information coming out. I'll bring it to you as soon as I get it. So again, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Like the video. Again, thumbs up button down below. Share the video with your friends on your social media. Again, share button down below. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel, the thousands in the video library, the ones I've hand-selected for you down below in the description at the top of the comment section, and right now popping up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Thanks so much for being here. Check out that next video, and I'll catch you again in just a minute.